Oh, that's you.
It's all mainly me. It's mainly
okay.
just me. Listen, this is never for the guests. It's mainly just me.
Proclaim.
You would think I fuck up a lot. Like, it's not ever the guest. Benny's just always worried about that. Like, what the fuck is this guy gonna do? Like, you see me just come strolling in mad late, like I own the place or some shit like that. I'm supposed to be here at 10:30.
It has to be a sign thing.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
So.
You ready? Yeah?
Yeah.
Parents strongly caution the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
All right, guys. This is the Let's Talk After Dark podcast. I'm Benny. With me as always,
Mav.
And our special guest,
Yellie B.
All right. So this is the podcast where anything goes and nothing's off the table, just to let you know.
And you can.
So follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Let's Talk Us Now. Listen to us on Spotify, Google, Apple, and everywhere else podcasts are playing. And you're good. Calm down.
I know. I was like, damn, it's one mistake.
And watch us on YouTube. Oh, and if you are watching us on YouTube, hit that like button, subscribe button, all the other buttons that you need to hit. Just don't hit the dislike button.
Just don't hit the dislike button.
If you do hit the dislike button, hit it twice, and we are good.
Oh, that's smart.
It is smart, right? But all right, Mav, let's do it.
Yellie! Yo, I'm super excited to have her on today. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fanboy of yours. But it's before I knew she could actually sing. I was just a fan of like her voice in general.
Tone. I get a lot of compliments on it. And
Dre, I'd be hating on him sometimes. I know she'd be whispering that late night, "Hey baby."
Oh my goodness.
And she's like the tiny cutie, like you're the package right there.
Thank you.
But you're also a mom.
I am a mom.
So technically you're in the MILF category now.
Am I?
You are
I
the
just
MILF.
got to like the baby cougar category. And now I'm in the MILF
You're now the
category.
MILF category.
I'll take it.
She's a baby cougar. Wow.
Yeah, when I got into my 30s, that's what he called me. Baby cougar. I'll take it.
You're 30 though?
I'm 32.
Oh damn!
Oh, shoot.
Really?
I thought you were like.
I thought you were like maybe like 28, 29.
Yeah, I thought you. Yeah.
Thank my ancestors.
Black don't crack.
Yes.
You're
But
awesome.
I'm a big kid at heart, so
Yeah,
you can't.
I think that's what it is. I was just talking to this old lady yesterday. She's like, I don't know why we're having this discussion, but she was talking to me about how she told me her age. I was like, wow. She's like, because I just stay young in the heart. I was like, yo, I feel that's like when you feel young, and regardless of how your body feels, because sometimes you guys have hit me today. I got up, I'm like, what's going on?
Of course, yes.
I thought I could hike all day yesterday and didn't wake up like a champ like I used to.
Didn't work.
My ass cheek was numb.
I need to hike. My ass cheek.
Yeah. You said you need to hike?
I've never hiked. I want to try it. I'm out of shape, so.
So you're just blessed with the slim figure and everything. You can eat it, it goes nowhere, but you can also gain nothing if you wanted to, kind of thing.
Yeah.
The struggle.
I know. It sucks. I'm sorry. My diet is everything.
So let's real quick. I just want to shout out because I'm looking at the gear. You got the self-invest.
Self-invest. Yes, always. Thank you. Shout you out. Love you.
Yeah, shout out to self.
Bring it closer.
You don't have to go close. Yeah. So let's learn a little bit. You make sure you play that in slow mo for me. We gotta hear so Yellie B. Let's talk about your name first.
My name.
Yes, please.
I just realized where you got it from because I never heard your real name until we were at the video shoot and people were calling. Well, I saw it on your Facebook, but I never.
You never knew how to pronounce it.
Not even that. Just because I always know you as Yellie B. So I'm like. Every time I go to look for you, I type in Yellie B.
That's why it's in parentheses.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
if you need to look for me, you can still type in Yellie B. I don't know. Actually, okay, so it started with Yellie. Yellie has been a nickname since high school. I didn't give myself that name.
Were you like a yeller? Were you always loud?
No. One reason I heard from someone was that it was easier to say Yellie than it was to say Danielle. Danielle is my real name.
Wait a second.
In my head, that's still 2 syllables.
Danielle.
Yellie.
Yeah, it is.
So I just let it run with it. That was my dancing name, my choreography name, everything. I just started using that as Yellie. Then when I started doing my music, I was like, I want to change my name. but everyone knows me as Yellie. If they want to look me up, my dancing, all my YouTube videos, I'm like, what am I going to change my name to? So I was with Ron Baker, shout out to him. I was like, I want to just find like a more mature way of saying my name, and he always name me things like Stony B. I can't even tell you why. Stony B.
I think we all know why. Yeah, right.
Everything with a B, and B is the initial of my last name. So Yellie B. Sounds like an artist name. Rock with it. Everyone likes it.
I like it.
Yeah. So, and then the what do you call it? The phrase "Love Yellie B" came from my first like initial track with Ron Baker and Doe on the beat, Road Rage. In my bars, I say, "The stage loves Yellie B." Everyone shouts it, and that became a thing, and that's where I came up with my logo and everything. So you can find me everywhere at Love Yellie B. LOVEYELLIE B.
And just in case, it's gonna be right under there. If you,
Right under there.
if you were like me, just intoxicated by
spell it
that
out,
smooth voice, so I'm like, oh, it's late night jams already. Oh, man.
So yeah, nothing really too deep into it. Just Yellie B.
Now you don't sing though.
I don't. I couldn't just. I have a tone, so
You do.
I
take
take advantage
which
of it.
surprises me, but you don't sing. You're more of a hip hop artist.
Yeah, I don't know what I am.
Okay, so
honest.
excuse me for labeling.
No, it's fine because I'm still trying to like find that as well. Like
Yeah.
I love R&B music. Grew up on R&B music. Never can get away from it. But I also like rap, hip hop. I admired those. I could not rap for nothing. Like, well, let me not say I couldn't rap. I could not keep up with the rap that I liked. Bone Thugs and Harmony. I used to write down the whole lyrics. Pause, CD, pause, write down all the lyrics just to learn it and spit it with it, and then I would know the song. So I think that's how I started to like rap. I'm like, I actually can say words fast.
Yeah.
And say something and make music. Like,
So when did you start with the music?
music, about 16, 17. I met Dro and Trevor Pitts. And I actually met them dancing. After that, I used to hang out with them and found out that they actually make music, make beats in the studio. And I came across an artist they were working with and just vibed out. And I was like, I can write. I used to write poems. Yeah. So started writing with them and ended up actually writing R&B music. It was never for myself, but it was like with the camp and for the artists and stuff like that.
Oh, so you're a ghostwriter?
Yeah. Before I knew what ghostwriting was.
You know, I was.
So I did that, and it was for men. So it was like I always got to express it to men, and I love R&B guy groups.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I don't really like females like that. It's weird. It's weird. I love female artists, but I love male R&B artists. So after that, I moved away. I moved to Virginia. And I was around a lot of rappers, showcases and stuff. And I was like, I'm going to try this. And where I was at, they had a bedroom studio. So I started recording myself. And I did my first cover of Racks on Racks. Wrote my whole, I think it was like 32 bars.
Yeah.
And I sounded good. Not to be cocky, but I realized, I was just like, I sound good. Like, that doesn't sound like me, but it sounds like me as an artist. And that was in 2010. After that, I just started writing. Then I met Dre, of course, and he was like, you got this. Like, you can do it. Like, don't just do it as a hobby.
So how'd you meet Dre?
Whew. I met Dre through the universe. Like, before, like, in the past, present, and future, I'm serious. Like, I know I met him before.
Yo,
but
high five to that, air five, yes. Because that's how I feel. Yeah, I know that feeling, yes.
And we've actually been in each other's space for a good 3 years before we actually talked to each other. And I mean, like, he remembers me, and I'm like, are you serious? What was I wearing? He knows what I was wearing. And I'm like, I remember you here. He don't remember. We were supposed to be at certain events together that he missed the bus. He wasn't supposed to be. Like, we talk about these. Like, I was supposed to be at that show.
So did y'all meet or did he stop?
But right.
I remember what
No stalking.
Your hair.
But we actually officially met and spoke at In the Mix. In the Mix is Malik's production that he had. It was one of his that he had featuring Fiona Clark and Karen Price, and I was also a feature as well as a dancer, and I put on a showcase there. and he was there with his friend that was doing video, and he was just like the vibe of him like supporting me without me really knowing him, and he was Ron's cousin, so I was just like, all right, he must be good people.
Cousins?
Yeah.
The things I find out on the show, you know what I mean?
One of my best friends ends up being my man's cousin, so we met there, and then after that, everybody came to my house after the show, and we were playing cards and drinking and singing songs, old school songs, and then after that, I'm like, where are you going after this? And the rest is history.
Yeah, I like that story. I love good stories like
Yes,
that.
And then boom, baby.
Yeah.
Now, how long you guys been together?
This year will be 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Together for 4, officially together for 3, and engaged for 1.
Congrats to that too. That was my next thing. Yeah. Yeah, show them. Sorry, fellas. She got.
It's hard
she
work,
locked
y'all.
down.
It's hard work.
Y'all make it look easy.
Yeah.
Especially because, how is it because y'all both into music? Like, because you could share so much. Like,
Right, because even when I was connected, when I was like trying to talk to him, we didn't know that we did music. Like he knew me as a dancer, and I knew him as Ron's cousin. So I was just like, wow.
Oh, so you really didn't know much of his music? Or?
No.
Crazy.
Not until I started talking to him.
Nice.
And then before we started dating, we did a track together. I don't know if he thought like I was joking at the time, but I guess he used to deal with people that, can you feature on my song? And they're not serious. So he's living in New York at this time. By the way, I made him move here.
Okay.
He's living in New York at the time, and he sends me a beat. He's like, let me see how serious you are. And I write it that night. And I send it back. He comes to Springfield. He records it. And now that song is on my first project, Love Yellie B, everywhere.
Aww,
and it's called Feeling
dope.
You. So it's one of my favorite songs. So I count that song as like the baby of our relationship.
Yeah.
We spoke our relationship into existence through that song. It was amazing. Yeah.
Some deep stuff.
Shout out you. Yeah.
I'm like speechless like now. You know, I'm kind of like reminiscing my own love. Like, you know you love when you hear a love like the story and you're in like good space. And you're like, yo, it's like it makes you feel good to see other people have feelings like you, because a lot of times you be hearing like complaints, knick-knack and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Especially
but when you hear that
Facebook,
love, it's like, okay, we doing good. They doing good. There's people out there. It's just not us. You know?
I feel bad, but I laugh sometimes. I'm like,
I laugh a hell of a lot.
I'm like, we don't go through this. This is weird. Like, we don't even like argue. Like, we'll bicker, but we don't raise our voice.
Yeah.
We're never like, I don't like to yell. You hear this? I'm trying to keep this tone. Like,
I can't lie. Her and I are just loud people in general, so it gets loud, but it's not like when we know it's loud out of it, we're both like, hey,
like, chill.
we're right here.
Yes,
we're right here. Let's not, we both have, we don't take that offensive. She'll do it to me, I'll do it to her, and it's not like that. Some people, when you say, oh, you telling me to be quiet now? Like, that's person, you don't want to.
Some people can't take that.
Yeah, that person needs a lot of therapy. That's what.
So you got to be here with your partner. Yeah. Communication.
So how was it during the whole quarantine?
It was amazing. I had quit my job. Well, not the job I have now, but I had quit my job. So, and back in the end of February. So as soon as March started, it was like, all right.
So you quit your job right before. Wow.
Yeah, and then he also did too, because now we both have great jobs. Great. So, but yeah, we both quit. So kind of during quarantine, we were just like relaxing, writing. Oh my gosh, writing, creating new music, spending time with the baby together, because we both had different shifts. So it was like, all right, you have the baby, you go to work, we gotta swap the baby. Yeah. So we've been spending a lot of family time together. It's been great.
That's good.
Yeah.
How is it like with another creative in your field when it comes to ideas? Like, are you guys like every now and then would you like have some lines and be like, yo, I can't fit this, and just repeat it to him? And he's like, oh, why don't you try this? And
all
back
the
and
time.
forth.
I call him my filler.
Nice.
He's my filler, because I can have a whole song in my head with just straight melody. And I'm like, do you hear this? And this is what I want to talk about. Can you just start this line, or can you go off of what I'm saying? And he really can. Like, he really can feel or understand what I'm saying, because I'm not a good explainer either. So for him to understand me, it's a plus. But definitely, he definitely helps me out a lot. He does not write my lyrics, just to let everybody know. He does not write my lyrics.
Yeah, you got to throw that out there.
He definitely helps, and he definitely is an influencer on that too, because if I'm around him and he's writing and I'm with him at the studio and stuff like that, I'm like, okay, I can get like that, or I can get better like that, because to me, he's a vet. Like, I'm a fan first. When he's creating music, there's sometimes I'm like, I don't even want to hear what you got coming out. Like, wait until it comes out. I want to hear it. I want to hear it as
You
a
want to hear
fan.
the finished product?
Yeah.
Love it.
That's what's up. That's interesting too, because I I understand where you're coming from, because as much as like my wife would want to see some of the stuff I like, film, which I have so much stuff. My phone's like ridiculous right now. But
It's all porn.
Okay, point of views, it's all right. She's in it, it's cool. Sometimes I'll play.
As long as it's categorized.
That's right. Oh man. But yeah, you got me on the porn thing now, man. I'm like, nah, because you know what's funny? I have to go. I was good.
Are we trying to get rid of Pornhub? Have y'all heard that?
What?
Trying to like,
Who?
Why?
cause man, I'm like a big conspiracy theory person.
No,
so
tell
like,
a little bit, because I think I know what you're talking about. Is it?
I guess with all the Wayfair and all that stuff going on, I guess Pornhub a while ago they've been doing like abusive videos and allowing it because it's so easier for people to upload videos. So like abuse, like with children, underage, all of that stuff, they've been basically allowing that to be on their website.
Oh yeah. Because like PornTube, a lot of times what they'll do is once again, conspiracy theory is they'll let like when something in the economy is about to go bad, what they do is show it in porn, because a lot of people see it in porn, and therefore it numbs you and normalizes things. Hence why the stepsister, stepbrother, when we're having issues with China, you would realize in Pornhub they show a lot of Chinese and Asian type porn. So it's a conspiracy theory that's out there. I did not hear that Wayfair one because.
Yeah, what the fuck was that about? Like they're
I'm
trying
not
to
good
sell
at talking
people
about
online?
it. I'm just good on my research.
Yeah, I saw like memes. I kind of looked
yeah. No, I saw
like
there's a lot
trying
of
to
memes
sell
like
people online.
So Wayfair had these outrageous prices for these pretty much your
fucking
basic
Wayfair.
Anything. Pillows, cabinets.
And but the thing is, like, supposedly the name of it was like matched the name of a missing child in this country.
Multiple, yeah.
Multiple of them. And then all of a sudden, like, they took it down once some conspiracy theorists like broke it. And then now the CEO of Wayfair all of a sudden stepping down. But once again, this is all conspiracy theory, because he was gonna retire this anyways. You know what I mean? And like, Will and Jada all of a sudden spilled 4 years of things because, Will was hopping around Epstein's Island or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Shout out to August. His new track is amazing, by the way. It's called Entanglements.
Yeah.
With Rick Ross. It's amazing.
Is it really?
Yes. Yeah. It dropped at midnight and I was listening.
I didn't hear it yet, but I saw it. Yeah,
it's a bop. I wasn't expecting it to be.
Oh, August, right? He shot this bitch in the foot?
No, that's Tory Lanez.
Oh, Tory Lanez.
We're gonna go there, yeah. Which I didn't know him and Megan were dating, but they said they were. So it was like supposedly this might be a domestic case. I don't think it's a domestic case. What I think it was people were having a gun, they had a good time, and it went off.
I don't know.
But then again, it's just 2 shots.
I was reading online. Basically, it said that Megan pulled a knife on him, some bullshit like that. And he said, you better put that shit away before I shoot you.
Regardless of what happened, he shot her, so y'all better leave Chris Brown alone.
Yo, facts.
I'm just saying.
But you know what? Listen. This is the thing I've always said, and I don't condone domestic abuse, but
that's hilarious.
You gotta understand, when two people are fighting. I don't care if it's a female or not. If a female hits a man and a man hits it back, you should. I don't know why people always think it's okay for a female to always hit a man. Like, I see it on all these things. Females be hitting men, and people are like, oh, why you hit her, bro? She's a female. I'm sorry. If I get hit sometimes, it depends where. I might react. Yeah, because it's just like you said, it's a reflex, it's a natural thing,
I even told Jay, I'm like, I'm sorry if this happens, but if you ever get jumped or anything, I'm there. Like, I'm hopping in, like I'm fighting.
Oh yeah, I had to tell my.
I know I'm a female, but
it's a sad. Yeah, but I I don't know. But going back to it, that's what I'm saying. Like, everyone wants to be so mad at Chris Brown. Like, yes, I know Rihanna was jacked up, but you gotta understand,
she did it.
For a dude to bite a girl, you have to be getting fucked up.
She started it.
You know what I mean? And let's be honest, all right? For all my West Indian people out there, we know I love Rihanna, right. But we know she found that thing, and we know how it went, because. You
can't mess with them island girls.
Nah, you can't. Anybody from the islands. Anybody from Atlanta down, right? All the way down to South America, and all the way down. Keep on going.
Dominican, everything.
You can. Those women they have that switch, because the thing is it's all about respect. And once you get that disrespect, they'll step up. They're not like oh my gosh, nah, they fuck you up. I ain't speaking from experience, but I'm speaking from truth.
He's like, I know.
What is your nationality?
I'm black.
Right.
But I do know that my grandmother is Blackfoot Indian.
Okay, I was gonna ask if you had any
Blackfoot Indian, and I start to see it like within my family. And my grandfather has like a piece of Italian in him, so I have Italian in me. I met my Italian family when he passed away, so
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of dope.
yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's
You still talk to him?
Yeah, it's different. They're all the way in North Carolina. So,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, North Carolina and Virginia. So
What parts of North Carolina?
not Greensboro. What is it?
I don't know, but that's okay. The northern part around there. Yeah.
Not too far from Raleigh.
Okay. That's what's up. So what do you got? What do you got? Sorry, I want to talk back about Tories real
We
quickly.
can talk about everything.
You know what I mean? I just want to go back to that because that. Did you guys see the video of how they had out the car? Like Megan was hopping like.
And her friends. Did you see that too?
Oh, I didn't see
They had
the
them
video.
spread eagle and everything. I felt so bad.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah. You know, they hopped out. She got down. She's bleeding on her foot. You know, Tori's little ass hops out. Oh no, he was already. Well, so when the video I saw, he was already on the ground.
I
You know
didn't
what
see
mean?
Tori.
He was already on the ground, laid out, shirt off, and then Megan hops out, and then they're like, "Get out the car," and her friend's not getting out. So Megan's over, "Get the fuck out of the car!" Like,
That's what she was yelling?
She was like,
Oh.
"Get out there, this girl, just get out the car!" So her friend got out the car, then they had her do the same
And
thing.
they're all like,
you know what I mean?
slide to the left. Slide.
But you know, you got to understand at the same time, like I'm always gonna say that there's good cops and bad cops. It's like there's good employees and bad employees. Just like at the CVS around the studio, this fucking bitch, she's a horrible employee. I hate going there every time I see this bitch. I just can't stand her ass. You know what I mean? Like the thing wasn't working. You ask her, she gotta get off her phone. She look at it like, don't give me a fucking attitude.
Yeah.
Like you work here. If I knew how to do it, you trust me, I would do it myself. I don't want to deal with you. Every fucking time I have to
Like
go
this
there.
dumb
I've been
motherfucker. Every fucking time he
fucking
comes
time.
in, I show him, and he still comes to me.
Nah, there's always something with their fucking
It's
machines,
customer
man.
service.
Yeah.
I've been in customer service my whole life, so
Like, it
I feel
just-
like that's where some of my personality comes from.
Oh yeah, you have to. Like if you're good with people,
Like,
if you could just
have to have patience.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I have patience with my customer service, but then when I'm the customer, I know I'm a good customer. So when I don't get that, I'm like, nah, fuck this, because I'll be dealing with this shit. I know
What?
how I would handle that.
Listen, I was a server too, and I still go into restaurants and I start at a bill. And
Man, you give me so many topics. All right, we gotta scratch
Tori.
Tori. We'll scratch Tori. I gotta ask this because the thing you said you're a server. How do you feel about tipping a server based on how they serve?
That's what I do. It depends, because being in the line of work, there's people who have never served before, and you won't know that with them servings, or they're just new. So you can be like, oh, they don't know what they're doing. My food's taking long and stuff, and they're really back there like really trying. But I can tell off of being.
You were a server before too?
guest.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, I'll give her, the 10%, the 20%. I can give her enough to cover the bill.
Yeah.
But sometimes off of service, if I don't have to open my menu and you can suggest to me everything and I end up eating everything that you told me, like, I'm going to tip you. Like, it just depends on the experience.
Yeah, because I feel when you're eating out.
I don't want nobody to come over to me and be like,
But this is
what can I get for you?
Yeah, but that's what I feel like. When people feel they're servers, that's what they feel they have to do. I'm just coming up to get your thing, and that's it. I don't want to talk to you.
love
You
taking
understand?
care of
People
people.
dining out. When you're dining out, it's for an experience. You don't
Yeah.
want to eat at home, so you want that little entertainment.
And we
You
don't
want
even
that
call
light
them
conversation.
customers. We call them guests.
Guests,
Yes.
yeah. But people don't treat people.
Yo, as long as they have my refills on deck, yo, they getting a nice tip.
See,
Like,
some people are in it for the money. Some people are in it because they actually like what they do.
because the food they can't control. Obviously, they're not cooking it, so I can't blame it on them. But if you want my fucking refills and
Listen.
I'm waiting for like 20 minutes and my shit is gone,
I know
getting
my
nothing.
guests love me. Like, I've never had a bad tip. I've never.
No.
If I didn't get tipped, they really didn't have the money. And I even took out of my tip and help people out before. Like, it comes around. It's crazy.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And she got a good
But
song.
you gotta look at the food before you bring it out, servers. Like,
Even
though you're not cooking it.
Thank you. At
still
least you
look
can tell the cook,
That's what
hey,
I'm
yo,
trying
this
to
is
tell
kind of
them,
messed
like-
up. Yeah. Because some people I know she look at this like, and I've even seen it before when someone handed plates
I'm like, you
listen,
add some gravy to this, it's dried out cute. Come on, you can't be
Like, come on, do a better job of hiding this shit.
But I'm done with that life.
My last pet peeve, I don't eat bacon or beef. I don't eat any pork or beef.
Okay.
It's simple.
That is.
So we tell people on your fries, loaded fries, everything but the bacon. When
Just
it comes
no
back with
bacon.
bacon, what the fuck are you doing?
She's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why wouldn't you want bacon?
No tomato, get tomato. I get it all.
It's just inside.
And I'm the most simplest person to order. I literally just say, no this. That's it. And you get it. And you can't just take it off.
I hate when they just do that. because I know the next day, because any type of bacon fat, I'm on the toilet, freaking ass blasting, like cleansing. Exactly, it's horrible. Like if people think it's not a religious thing. I cut out beef a while ago, just for health reasons, and then I did the same thing with pork, which was the hardest thing, because my wife's Puerto Rican.
Yeah, but she don't eat pork either, right?
No, she we both stopped together.
Nice.
But I said she stopped first. Cause she's good at that. She has like that discipline.
She can cut it out. Oh.
Yo, she has that discipline. Like this morning, she had us doing yoga and everything like that. And cause I told her, I said I want to get back into yoga. She's like, all right, let's do it now. I'm like, come on,
girl.
like,
Yeah.
Like I didn't mean like right now.
Like, she's like, come on, she,
Go.
she gave that. She did everything a woman would say to a man. If you want any of this, you gotta do this. I'm like, son of a. All right, so I did my yoga.
Shave you down, dog, and shit.
But the funny thing about her, she wasn't as athletic as, so, me getting back into it, my muscles, she's like, oh, you go that low? Why are you complaining? It's because I'm lazy now. Like, it's a different, but she's not, she's so motivated. I give it to my baby. But yeah, how, you guys have that? Like, when it comes to workout things, like, do you?
She don't work
We're
out.
working on it.
She don't have to work
I'm over
out.
here looking at you like, yoga, this sounds so good.
It's simple.
No,
She eats and it just
we
comes back
want
out.
to.
Yeah.
It was like after the baby, we were going to do it because we were both getting a little big, and then we lost it. We were like, work out for what?
You got your spot. I'm good.
But now it's just like starting to stick. But
Like,
I
problem
want to
solved.
be in shape, not more so my body, just like health. I eat everything.
Yeah.
Like, I eat everything. I barely drink
But you know what?
water.
Now it explains it, because I didn't know you were a dancer either. But now hearing that, so your metabolism, you
Oh,
burn,
yeah.
because you probably go. Now, was Dre a dancer too, or he just always a
He
spitter,
could
right?
hit a couple moves.
Yeah,
I don't think
I
he would
always
call
thought he was
himself a
low key. I
dancer.
always thought low key he had some,
Yeah, he
always
got-
wait for that B2K, with him to bust out and shit.
Is he more of a two-stepper?
He could bust.
He
a
can bust.
move.
I know he
Okay.
can bust the move. He got that vibe,
Yeah.
you're about to throw it down one
We
day.
ain't on TikTok level, but he got some. he got some moves.
Okay, I got you. Cause TikTok level. Is that how we're categorizing it? You're
not
good
gonna
enough
lie,
for TikTok.
as
Your
a
Facebook.
dancer myself, I feel like TikTok dances are hard. I don't know if it's because of my
You don't-
age or the time, the generation, but I'm like, I'm like, how do you guys even?
Yeah.
It's just weird. I'm used to a routine.
Yeah.
Not sitting in a chair dancing or standing in one spot.
And just doing
Arms and face. Like, it's
I feel
weird.
like it's like
But I like it.
Like little kids, like kindergartens, like arm, shoulder, knee.
Yeah,
You know what? So people are
yeah.
doing that. And the young prince, he'll be telling me all the time. He's like, Dad, you gotta stop. He corrects me too, and he Googles the dance. This is how it looks. I'm like, if you get that damn phone out my face.
It's like, get it together, Dad, please.
Speaking of young kids, so he's gonna be 10 this month. Yeah, flies by like
Decade.
that. So we kind of had a talk. We had our first talk about sex, guys.
10.
Yeah, you know what? This is why. Like, I know me. I
So
know
you
my
know your
son is
son.
like, you know what I mean? And like, if the only reason I wasn't as open was because I was like bound by like strict, like this religious mentality, and now going to school for sexology, studying sex and everything, I'm realizing like, the brighter thing. So I want
That is
my son to
awesome.
understand, because he's already talking about girls, he's talking about, and I'll talk about this, later, but materializing love. You know what I mean? Like, I like her, so I gotta buy her this. I was that kid in high school who bought girls everything.
Same.
Because I thought like this will show her I'm that nigga. No, you were that nigga. But you're that
sucking
dumb
nigga.
nigga. Yo, I was sitting back like, I bought just mad shit, thinking material's not love. But you know what? But
But you didn't know that. That's what you've seen.
thank
You've seen
you.
it even in cartoons. Like, that's what you
And that's why I hate Disney. First of all, because Disney really fucks up your love life, because you be thinking this. They're very bad.
But I love them too. See, it's bad. I'm a big kid because of them.
Oh yeah, no.
She's like, I'm a goddamn princess.
Give me my castle. But I wanted to see, like, how old would you guys think? Like, I know 10 was pretty young, but I just had to know what he knew, because he has his phone. He has
As soon as you see him,
Yeah, on his own.
Listen, but he's been doing that since like he
Okay.
was young. Like he knows
just
how
in
to
his blood.
cute girls. Like if he sees Dad, because I have Rose now. We've been together for 6 years. That's his stepmom. Any other cute girl talking to me, yo, this boy puts on a face and he straight up asks, "Who are you?"
Yes.
Hey, Dad, what is Rosa getting out of work? I'm like, what? Like, what? Yes. You don't know what your dad's trying to do?
Like, when is your life partner?
See, I'm scared. I've never had, like, thinking about having that talk with my daughter, I've never had that talk.
I never had to talk either, so that's why it was.
Like, I've been around it.
Yeah.
But my mom and my father's never, like, sat down and was like, all right, we're going to have this sex talk. It was like when I was getting my girly thing and it came for the first time, that was like, all right, so now you got to be careful. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was it. Now you got to be careful. You can't
guard your neck. You know, that's what.
It's like guard that vagina.
I've never had a talk like about the first time. None of that. Like, I learned all of that on my own.
Nobody did. Like, even my wife, she was telling me she learned about sex through rap. She's like, if it
I learned about sex through sex.
R. Kelly. Through R.
You
Kelly.
got a crash course.
Yeah.
It was bad.
I was young too.
R. Kelly taught everybody. So bad.
Oh man, nah, she's like into like old school. So like from Pac, Little Kim, you know, everybody like that. She learned sex.
She learned that nastiness.
The raw.
She learned the raw. Yeah.
Raw, rough ride.
Yeah, exactly. You know, beat a bitch up, put it in the cheeks. What? let me. What was it? Back then, you got what was it? MySpace, right?
Yo, you get to put your song on there.
Song on there. Yeah. So it was funny though, because the question came. I'm asking my son, because I also don't know what his mom tells him, and you know I keep their relationship there. I don't even ask because you know I respect what him and his mom has. You
Different
know,
bond.
yeah, you know we were married once before. We're not. That's you and your mom, and you know he knows that. No disrespect. It's just I just want them, like you said, that bond. That's their bond. I want him to feel comfortable that he could talk to his mom about anything and not worry, and vice versa. He could talk to dad and everything and not worry. Because in a way, it's good for him because he has that space to be like, hey, I'm feeling this way, but I don't feel comfortable talking to this parent. I can talk to this parent without this parent telling that parent and that parent blowing the fuck up.
Yes.
Because we all had it certain time.
No.
Oh, I thought you were not.
It's like, damn it, man.
But so I asked him, I was like, you know, I said, you know, we talked about, you know, getting erections. He thought it was like 4 bones that came, like some, like, you know. I was like, nah, I says blood. So I'm basically breaking down the anatomy. He's like, why are you telling me all the anatomy science stuff? I said, because
like,
you know how the body works, you know, and this is the best way to tell it.
Right.
So I asked him I was trying to ask him if he ever like masturbated, but I didn't want to say masturbate, you know. So I'm like, you ever like, you know, beat your meat? He goes,
That's
what?
I was gonna say touch yourself.
Wait, so you rather say beat your meat than masturbate?
Right.
Like what?
This because the thing is, like, I know him. He'll be like, nah, you know. So I was trying to like low key, you know. I said
that's way worse.
So you ever it was horrible. It was horrible. Rosa was like so mad at me. She's like, you know, because it was the conversation that came out of left field. Like we were having one of these family dinner moments. And I just felt like,
wait, so y'all were having dinner? You decided to ask your son if you touched your dick?
Not how was school.
We're legitly eating grinders, and we're talking about, you know. And I asked him, and he's like none. He's like, no, Dad. You know, so I'm like, all right. So I just want to know what level you're at, yo. The response he gave me, we had to just end the dinner. Like, he's like, Dad, 0. I'm at level 0 with 0 XP. Okay, I don't have nothing. Okay, I ain't trying to. I just want to play video games. Level 0, 0 XP. Do you understand that?
That's the response you need.
When he told me that, I was like, you know, you already know. All right.
Good.
You said no XP, so you ain't even try.
Like, nope. I don't want no parts.
No parts in it. So, but I'm hoping that now he'll feel a little comfortable. He can come up and ask me questions. At least that's what I told him. I said, hey.
That's a good age, though.
I don't care what you do because you're going to. The thing is, kids are going to do it anyways. We were all young. We're going to do it anyways. I would at least like to know, hey, Dad, let me get a condom just in case. Instead of, hey, Dad, she's pregnant. And now I'm like,
yeah.
I don't want no kids. I take care of a grandkid. You know, when you're a kid, I got to take care of you, you know. I want you set because I'm set. You know what I mean?
Right. You're not trying to
I ain't trying to be a grandparent in my 30s, and, you know, anytime soon because, you know, he's going to be 10, 4 years, you know, 14,
See,
6
I felt
years.
like I was late.
Yeah.
Like, all my friends' kids are like 9, 10. I'm like, my baby has no friends.
Yo, that's exactly like nobody's around his age. Everyone's a little older or some. But I mean, some people who have like kids around his age, which is cool. But yeah, it's But at the same time, it's dope because then once kids get a little older, they become like that older kid.
She's like trying to be the big kid now. Like when she's gets around other kids, she move, don't touch me, I'm good, I got this.
Yeah, because she knows her independence.
They try to help her up, and she's like, I got this. Get off. Like she's gonna be something.
What's the most memorable? Well, that's hard to say. What is the best thing about being a mom for you?
So far,
Yeah,
her knowing who I am.
that's dope.
Just her knowing that I'm her mother, and that like I can see the look on her face, like she feels safe, mama, like that's how she says it, and yeah, just have her know me. Because that was a fear I had, like being a first time mom. I was like, I want my kid to like me, and they're like, what do you mean your kid's gonna like you? I'm like, that's not true.
No, that is not. People don't understand. True. That's not true. Like
just because you birthed them doesn't mean that they have to like
just when they get older, you gotta worry about not liking you.
That's a different stage.
That's a whole
they're a different person then too.
But see, that's the thing. That's why I guess I'm trying to talk to my son now about things because he's always been like an older soul in a little kid body.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because a lot of my friends were always older, and I was the only one with kids. So we would like sit and talk, and he's sitting with like grown people talking about anything from business to relationship.
Be a menace sitting on the porch.
Yeah, you know. So it's crazy. It's interesting.
That's good. Aww.
But let's go back to you and your project. When is that? When is this happening?
What project? What are you talking about?
Why are you smiling?
Let's see.
That song that you sent me, that's already out, right?
That song is already out. Yeah. So I'll talk about that first because
Okay.
I do have a lot of stuff that's coming out, but it's all separate.
Okay, so it's not going to be one. This is not for an album.
Like quarantine
okay.
has been crazy. So like
Got you.
something coming out. Frankie with the Lisp. Shout out to her. She's from CT. She's a great R&B and hip hop.
Frankie
artist.
with a lisp.
Does she really have a lisp?
She does. When she raps, you
That's
don't
great
hear
marketing.
it. But she can sing her ass off. She's beautiful. She can rap. I met her a couple years ago, and I've always wanted to do music with her. So I finally got to do a remix off her latest project that she just had. So that will be coming out soon. So that's just like something I'm looking forward to because I haven't been a feature on someone else's song except for LaShawn. Shout out to LaShawn and Dre and Malik. Yeah. So like this year was supposed to be my feature year. So the project that I'm working on that will be out at the end of the year is Love Yellie Features. So it went from Love Yellie B to Love Yellie Features. So the playlist will consist of like songs that I have that people are featured on me and also the songs that I get permission from of the songs that I've been on with other people. That's going to be the whole mixtape. It's going to be physical copies, a playlist for everybody. So basically you're going to hear me.
So he's going on CD?
CD, yeah. Yeah. Because it's other artists' music as well,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I can't
Understand.
upload their music to
Yeah.
my project.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So
So-
basically you're gonna hear like a whole blend of me. That's why I called it Love Yellie Features because it's something different. You know, it's
Yeah.
mad different artists. It's singing, rapping, whatever. So it's gonna have a whole bunch of that. So that will be out. No date, but that's one project. Second,
But by the end of the year.
by the end of the year.
Okay, so we're getting something
Yes,
from you by
yes.
the end of 2020.
Solely, yes,
Okay,
that's me.
all right.
Next week, actually, on the 25th, Dre and I have a collaboration project that's coming out.
Oh, so that song is just out.
That's-
Okay, so
yeah.
that's why I couldn't find it. You sent me that song. I thought the whole thing was out.
We go by Whoa, so we decided to do a dual project.
So you two together make Whoa.
Yes, and it stands for When Harmonic Opposites Attract. Yeah. You like it.
You know, yeah, that hit. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yes. So we actually started this project about when we met, like probably a couple months in. We started it 2016, and
You know,
Everything
that was
had-
one of my questions I wanted to ask, but I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to force anything. Like if
No,
you two were
talk.
working on an album together, but that's dope.
yeah, it's amazing. Like I said, it's been a couple years. Like we've been in and out the studio, but also working on our own stuff. So
Correct.
We never wanted to force it out. Like, oh, we got these songs done. Let's just do it. Like, no. And then Last Call, which is out right now on all streaming platforms. That was actually the only like newest song that's on there from 2020.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're in love with that song. We'll be shooting the
Yeah,
video
that shit's
soon.
dope.
Benny B gonna be shooting that. Look out for him. And then last but not least, I have a solo song that will be out soon. Not giving you guys the date yet, but Benny also shot that video. It's amazing.
Is it like a
And
deep
it's
video?
like a new like grown up.
Oh, it's fun.
You know, like getting into my girly side because all my music has been like how I look right now.
So that's
Chill
what
mode.
I was happy. I was waiting for you to bring that up. Yeah, you give off a tomboy vibe. You know what I mean? Like you got that cool vibe. Like you were that female friend that
I'm
could
the
chill
homie.
with the dudes. You know what I mean?
Growing up,
Be with it
always.
and everything.
Yeah.
But you got this femininity too that sometimes
Yeah.
is like people like not overlooking a mean way. We're just so used to you being like one of the dudes that when you
It's like when
we
I
know
step out, now you see me.
Yeah, you know, you put the heels on like Yellie? You know?
Yes.
So is that in it? Is that what we're gonna be seeing?
Little hill sitting on
Okay.
little booty sitting on
Yeah,
something.
I gotta say, Dre is a team player.
Yes. That's
Whatever
my
you
partner
do,
for life.
keep that motherfucker
Around,
because he
yes.
is a team player.
Yes. Just look out for that.
When
I got
you see
this
that
figured
video,
out.
when you see the video,
got
you'll
you.
know why.
Get the exclusive.
I get the behind the camera. Oh shoot.
Yeah.
I did not think he was gonna do what he did. To be honest, I thought he was gonna be like, "Fuck out of here," but he's like, "All right, give it to me."
Did it. That's my baby.
Yo.
My baby. But yeah, look out for Wogue. Look out for Yellie B. Look out for everything because it's coming.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Back to back to back.
You know what the funny thing about it is? You could just like our platform's small right now. Let's talk now. I'm gonna talk from the heart right now. You know, it's small compared to where we would like. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
know, like where we're looking to go.
Okay.
But when there's guests that we get on this show, and like I don't see them as like these locals. You know what I mean? I see them like when we take off, like you know what, like think of like rockets just going off. Like those people are riding right to you, and we're all going right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you, Dre, Malik.
Yeah,
you know,
everybody.
there's like that. There's a certain squad. You know that I just love seeing because I'm like, yo, they're working.
And then watching the growth of everybody.
And just exactly it's just the maturity, the mindset within the talent, not the person,
Right,
within
the
their
talent.
talent.
Yes,
you know what I
yes.
mean. And that's the beauty of this. That's the beauty of this platform is because you know we got Yellie B right here now. You know, 10 years fly by like that, boys and girls. Let me be honest with you, and I don't see Yellie B in Springfield. You know what I mean? I don't see Dre in Springfield. You know, you guys got some stuff going
trying to
on.
make
You know,
moves.
and so just keep
Yes.
on going because I'm proud of you guys. I'm happy.
you.
I'm happy to be like
Thank
we
you,
had it
thank
first. You know, fuck y'all. We had it first. You know, professionally first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But what time we got, man? Let me stop before I shoot myself in the foot. Yo,
I don't know
but
if you can see the button. We got the button in the front. It's kind of
Oh,
small
yeah.
because it's a
Yes,
button, but
love
it's there.
Yellie B.
yes, I got a button to go. I got a jacket of buttons, so I can't wait. I'm just gonna collect to get them.
collection.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So it's dope.
Gonna be having keychains out soon, y'all.
So are you guys gonna have something together? Or you gonna have a Whoa like brand kind of together?
I'm not sure
Or
yet.
just really push the album? Kind of be
just
like, you know,
push the
Beyonce,
album.
Jay-Z hit that one album. Everybody like, oh
Carter-
shit!
Listen, see, that's
And then
what got
just-
us mad too, because you know, like when you guys come up with ideas yourself, and then the celebrities actually do it. So yeah, we started that project way before Carter's, way before Janae and Big Sean did theirs. So we're like, no, we're just gonna wait. No
I
one's
feel-
doing it this year.
I swear, it's just like when you have that energy, other people will
Next
have
week.
it. I know.
Next week.
Kanye and Kim come out with
Yeah,
the album.
Oh, that would be different.
Yo,
Oh God.
what? I know we gotta wrap it up soon, but this is the last thing. Yo, Kanye running for president. All right,
not real.
It's not real. It's a gimmick. It's just to get people to not properly vote.
And be
And this is my
distracted.
only political thing I'm gonna say today. Is there are so many options out there. Please do your research. That's all I'm saying. 'Cause I'm not gonna tell you who.
There's only two.
Bear Day.
No, there's
there's
no
not. That's what
because
a lot of
ever
people
since
don't know.
there's more than two. There's a third party too, and because
It's the Green Party.
the Green Party.
That nobody ever votes for. So.
But because the court has now said that the electoral votes have to agree with
Oh,
the popular
yeah,
votes
yeah.
now. Third parties this year have a bigger chance than they ever had before. Because in all actuality, if that law was passed 4 years ago, we wouldn't have Trump. We would have Hillary, which would just be another shit show too.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna keep my
I'm
mouth
gonna
shut.
say same shit,
You know,
different president,
That's
you
it. You know. But there's a third party, you know, and hopefully with everything going on, people realize, and there's going to be a true party for the people. I'm going to leave it at that. You guys can take it, read between the lines.
Just do your research.
Do your
and vote.
research, though.
That's it. Do your
All right.
research.
So where can we find you?
Find me everywhere at Love Yellie B. Do not look up Yellie B because they're like, oh, I see this girl. I don't know who this is. Love, Love, all love. I give love and I love to receive love and I give more love than I receive. So LoveYellie B at Love Yellie B everywhere. Facebook, Snapchat, just name it all. Apple Music, Google.
Fans only.
I mean, I was thinking about doing it for my toes.
I was
thinking about putting my toes on.
If you put your toes on, you gotta let need a little honey on them toes.
A little white pedicure.
I want them
I'm
raw,
just kidding.
raw, ashy, and
I don't
long.
even know what the OnlyFans look like. I'm scared to look it up. I'm so scared.
All right, so do you have anything you want to put out into the world? Right now is your chance. Whatever you want to say, even though you just said the whole love thing, but
love, peace, and research.
Thank you.
Research.
Yes.
That's a big word.
Educate yourselves, and that's it. Family. I don't know what else to put out there. Don't stop what you're doing, because I almost did, and it's not good. So.
With your talent, she's saying,
yes,
for you
with your
cycles out
talent.
there.
Yes, don't stop your passion. Love what you do.
Of positiveness.
Love what you do, even if no one else does, because there is someone that loves what you do. All right, I'm done.
All right, everybody. Follow us on Let's Talk Us Now, Facebook, Instagram. Listen to us on Spotify, Google, Apple, everywhere else. Watch us on YouTube. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit all the buttons. So, yeah.
Except the dislike.
Dislike twice.
Dislike twice if you hit the dislike. I'm Benny, with me as always.
Maverick.
Special guest.
Yellie B.
And we out.
Bye, guys.